What's up?
Hi.
For Mix 24/7 EDM, and today I'm here with the incredibly talented Arcando, Daniel Garrick, and Nessa Bransan, and the three of them together have this amazing new single out called Fall Again. Guys, I absolutely love this song. It's so fun. It's such high energy and such good vibes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really appreciate that.
It's awesome. And what I've seen so far, the response has been so positive and so
Yeah, definitely.
right? So I mean, it's made its way on countless playlists. It's on virtually every streaming service. So many people are sharing it, and even
Right.
Hardball performed it, played it in his recent live stream set. So how does the response so far make you all feel?
Amazing.
Yeah,
So,
pretty happy actually. So that
Yeah.
people like it so much.
Yeah, our track is right now like one of the most streamed tracks of the EP with almost 100,000 streams in like 2 weeks.
that's amazing.
Yeah, I think tomorrow it will cross 100K streams on Spotify.
Yeah, easily. And we have like support from Nicky Romero, Kashmir, also their labels. We're gonna get support from Armada Playlist as well. So overall, I think the support is like really great.
Yeah.
And also the DJ support. There have been like plenty of DJs. Also Morgan Page, who played the track. So that's like a major achievement for all of us because he's like a major DJ as well.
Absolutely.
That was awesome.
Yeah. So I think in the end we can be really happy with this.
Yeah. Of course,
I know.
the goal.
Okay.
Already are.
Yeah.
The goal, but did you guys feel like this was the response you were going to get, or do you feel overwhelmed with how much is happening, or were you like, no, yeah, this was exactly what was going to happen?
Actually,
Go ahead. I don't think we knew what was going to happen, to be honest.
No. I think basically we just wanted to like produce a track, and me and Daniel Garrick already had like an idea of what we wanted to do, especially for Revealed, because they are like one of the fewer EDM labels left. And after we like made the instrumental, we knew already like we wanted a female vocalist. So that's when, we got to we were in contact with Nessa.
Okay.
And she absolutely killed this record, and we were pretty positive that this was going to like be one of the greatest progressive house records, I think, in my opinion, though.
No, I agree. I was saying I could hear it being played in like all the Vegas clubs, and it's just such
yeah.
anthem.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So I think I mean, at least for me, I already, well, it's always like difficult to like, I mean, you cannot expect responses, I mean, you make songs, and even if you love it, like it's your best song, someone else is gonna say, well, I don't think it's your best song. So I think it's pretty it's pretty difficult to already say it up front if someone will like it, yes or no.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the responses on the track have been amazing. So yeah, I think.
And this is
what do you
also
guys
the
think?
first time we've ever worked together.
Right.
Yeah.
Ever. And like, I mean, this is actually the first time I'm ever like seeing Daniel's face. I'm like, hi. So I think it was kind of just like whatever happened, and we were happy with what we did on our end. So the fact that everyone else does it too is exciting. So.
It's kind of just like, you put your hearts and souls into a track, and that it's something to be proud of. And if the response, people relate to it, that's an added bonus. But at least it was something you all can feel proud of.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
So I know, Nessa, you spoke about writing this song with two other people. Can you talk about that process a little? And then I know, Arcando, you just mentioned how you and Daniel had an idea of where you wanted to go with the track, and then you got in touch with Nessa. So how did that kind of all come together, where Nessa, you wrote it with two other people and made your way to finding these two producers?
Well, actually, Arcando and I met through a mutual friend of ours, Vanessa Campagna, and she actually introduced us, and he had been working on the track. So he and Daniel sent me over the track, and then I ended up being in Nashville, and I wrote it with Vanessa and another good friend of ours, Kip Williams. So it was actually the track came first, and then we wrote and did the melody over that, which it actually came together really awesome. So it was exciting.
Okay, wow. I was thinking that you wrote a song and then came to me, and I was going to ask how, based on the lyrics, you thought it should be such a dance anthem and party hit, but it was the other way around. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Actually, had a kind of funny story how the track came to life, because Mark and me were chatting about doing a track together. We've already worked together on a track that was released on Reveal last year.
Okay.
And so we're sending ideas back and forth, and I had this melody that I've actually written in 2015, and it was just catching dust on my PC, and sent it over, and he was like, "Wow, this is great. Let's do that song." And actually, without him telling me to go for that one,
So it was 2015.
I'm so glad you did.
And now,
Yeah.
like, it's finally the right
that is one of the great things that can happen when you start collaborating with other people. So they bring in their perspective, and maybe come across something that you would never have if you were just on your own.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like you bring life in like something that has been like, kind of gone for like a couple years, so you just like bring it back to life. I think that's like the beauty of collaborating with each other. So yeah, as already Nessa said, like we finished the song and we sent it her way, and then she like she made the melodies and the lyrics with Vanessa, and then Kip recorded it, and then so yeah, I think all in all, I think it's like a great teamwork. That you're like working with people like all around the world, from Germany to Holland to America. That's amazing in my opinion.
And I was gonna say, because of that, since the three of you obviously didn't get to work on the track in person, Nessa, you were just saying this is the first time you're seeing Daniel's face. So, do you feel like that affects the creative energy, or do you not think that it's a challenge at all, because it's sort of something that you're used to doing a little bit? Or
it can be some kind of challenging. When you're together in a studio and you're working on a track with someone in the same room, there's a different kind of energy because you get direct feedback and response. But I'm so used to just sit in my room alone and then send over ideas via the internet. So it doesn't really affect me. But when it's possible, I actually prefer to be in the studio with someone at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. I think for our song, it didn't affect the vibe at all. I think we kind of all were on the same page, which is great. It makes it easier when we're not on the same country. Yeah. But I do agree with Daniel that I like to definitely, it is preferred to be all in the same room. I think that would be really awesome too. I feel like we would still come up with something just as magical, but I think like if we all got into a room together, it'd be awesome too. So, but in this case, obviously we nailed it, so it's fine.
Yep.
You did work, and it was. Is there a possibility for the three of you to ever come together and maybe even perform the song somewhere at some point, or even work on another track together, since the response has been so positive for this one?
Yeah, they gotta come to Music Week, and then we can.
Yeah.
We actually played this song live during the 80. Yeah, the ADE in Holland. It's like the biggest dance, like, what is it? It's not like a festival. It's like
it's kind of industry meeting, conference /
yeah.
festival.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a bunch of shit.
Lots of parties in there, and basically everyone in the business is in Amsterdam that week.
Right. So and then Hardwell organized like the revealed party, and we were invited to play there. So that's where we like played the song. But I think once we like get together on like another like in a club or a festival, you're gonna play the song 100%. And I think about future collaborations. I think that could be like a really good plan, since you
Yeah,
know Daniel Garrick and I have already produced another song, and
Right.
yeah, so I
Played a back-to-back set before too, haven't you? Haven't you?
yeah during the revealed ADE,
That was
that's when yeah exactly that's when we played back to back. But I think to do another collaboration together, I think would be amazing. Um, but it's obviously like really hard to start another song. Like you gotta like
right.
put yeah, you gotta like put your heart and all your emotions into a
yeah,
record. Because I mean, we're not robots. Like we're not gonna just you know yeah exactly. But
I know
yeah, I think that could be a great idea.
I'm selfishly just like, okay, now come to America, come to a festival, play the song. I want to see you live.
Yeah, we'll do.
to the promoters. Like,
Like
Yeah.
artists do that when DJs will bring out some of the vocalists. I feel like it brings such a new element to the live set.
yeah,
Yeah.
For sure.
totally.
Yeah. Well, Nessa, you spoke pretty candidly about your private journey outside of the music for about the last 2 years on your Instagram post when you kind of shared the song the day it came out. Um, do you, how's a song sort of resurfacing in the music? How does it make you feel? Were you nervous to put it out, or were you kind of like, I'm so ready, I have been waiting to just do this?
I think I wasn't nervous, and I think I was definitely so ready. I had just going through a period that I just had to kind of take a moment to take care of myself
Right.
first. And, it was one thing that people were like, oh, why did you stop music? Like, oh my God, what were you thinking? Get back into it. Like, well, and I was like, well, I didn't stop. I just, am taking a pause.
Yeah.
And then this came along, and it was kind of like a no-brainer. It felt right. It worked right. Everything kind of ran smoothly. And so I really wasn't worried. I wasn't nervous. I was excited. And I didn't want to, I wasn't going to like get my hopes super, super high and be like, oh my God, this has to be amazing. I think that helped, because I feel like when you get too into it and too like crazy attached to it, then that's when you start to like, get worried about it. And I wasn't worried about this at all. So
that's beautiful. I think it's amazing. And with just today, with everyone's lives being so sort of public and everything on social media, it's like people really feel like they know other people that they don't know. So for someone to just come and be like, why did you quit, or why did you do this, or why aren't you making music? It's like, just because you see one part of me doesn't mean that you know me. And to be able to recognize that I need a little break, or I have to work on this, or take some time apart. I mean, that's just so inspiring in itself, to be able to know yourself so truly and do what's best for you. And now your music can shine wholeheartedly and lovingly,
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I'm excited. And I'm also like so happy to work with these guys. They're amazing. They're incredible. And like I said, I feel like this is the perfect way for me to kind of jump back in with these two, because they're
Hey,
great. So.
always.
them as well. So I'm excited to get to know even more new music and more producers, and expand my listening experiences as well. So I mean, this song
Yeah.
has done wonders for me as a listener.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And I'm the person that's always like shoving new music down my friends' throats. I'm like, listen to it.
Great.
I'm definitely a good pusher in my group. Well, besides Fall Again, of course, what's a song right now that each of you have on repeat, or listen to at least once daily?
Ooh.
Difficult.
Huh.
That's really tough.
I'm like thinking. I listened to a ton of Disney soundtracks the other day. It was great.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Gotta always keep yourself young, right?
I mean, like, I don't really like play one song every day. I mean, I have artists that I really do like, I actually listen to a lot of like rap music. I barely like play future bass or like EDM when I'm in the car or something. So like people that I really do like are, for example, Sway Lee or Post Malone, XXX, you know. But like my favorite song right now, I honestly have no clue. um, Daniel Garrick, what do you think?
Well, I think I have to let the cat in.
Oh shit.
Hey.
While I think about this, let me get that inside.
Hey, Charlie. There he is.
Oh my god.
I do have to say that I have been definitely on the Ariana Grande wave. That is for sure.
Okay.
Like, for sure. 7 Rings. I know she released 7 Rings, which I really like, and then she just did the one with 2 Chainz, the version with 2 Chainz. So I've been on an Ariana Grande kick as well. If we're talking about new music, she's definitely my jam. So
that's dope.
I find it to be so interesting too that how you were saying, Arcando, about how like you'll in the car or whatever you'll listen to a completely different genre than what you produce. Does that give you more inspiration in a different way?
Yeah, actually a lot, because I have like 2 new singles that are more into like the hip hop vibe. So I'm actually working with rappers instead of like vocalists.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not only is it like a new challenge, but it's also like I kind of introduced like a new Arcando, you know, which
Yeah.
I think that's great because you're not only focusing on like one style.
Right.
For example, progressive house isn't my main style. Like I like to produce it, but it's not like the style that I always want or will produce, you know? So I think listening to other styles and listening to, for example, rap music could definitely give you another perspective on music, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And just being, a producer in sort of the EDM world, there's such kind of like stereotypes sometimes of it all sounding the same or being
Yeah,
one baseline of sound. And that's
right.
true, of course. And you don't want to kind of box yourself into a group where this is the only sound that I'm allowed to make. Otherwise, people aren't going to appreciate it. If you be an artist from the beginning of like, I could do this and I can do this and I like this, then that's even better because you never know what you're
Yeah.
gonna get next.
Yeah, I totally agree. But of course, that's my personal opinion. Other people will like disagree with me because they think like it's good to just fix to one style only, so people will like remember you for like for that one style. I mean, at one side, I do agree because people will remember you for that one style you create.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just think that you'll get a bigger and broader audience once you create multiple different styles within the music.
I agree with that. I feel like there's so many
Yeah.
artists, and if someone doesn't want to listen to somebody who they can't, it's not going to be a predictable next song, then go to someone else. Like,
Yeah, no, but like even that, you don't even have to go to someone else. But like, let's say I create one EDM song and I create one pop song. Let's say the person who listens to my music doesn't like pop. That person can still listen to my EDM songs because that's something I've also made, you know.
yeah.
So
Wrong.
yeah, exactly.
Well, we're pretty fresh into the new year. So what's one goal or maybe resolution that each of you have, and what can we expect from you in the upcoming year?
Oh boy. I actually, honestly, I have been thinking about this question like since before New Year's even happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, what would my resolution be? Because I have no idea where I'd even start. I feel like for me, the only thing that I definitely really want to get done is take my time more. Like I feel like everything is so fast sometimes.
Yeah.
And like I know I talked about earlier, like just taking that moment to be like, yo, I need a breather. Then, you know, that's kind of what I think that's my resolution for this year, is to notice more and notice faster when I need, like, to, you know, bring it in. Yeah. So.
It's a great one.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Well, I mean, I don't know who wants to like speak first.
Yeah, same for me.
Oh, you go. I'll end it.
Okay. For me, it's like doing more music on my own, because I don't know if most people do know it, but I actually produce more music for other people as a ghost producer than I produce my own music.
Okay.
So that's why I only every now and then have a single with my name on it. And I also work as a sound designer, like for Vengeance. I mean, producers probably every producer knows Vengeance. I don't know if you guys know it, but it's a very big sample manufacturer, and yeah, that's also something that I do. And I'm probably gonna work for another sound set with them for a synthesizer. It's called Avenger, and yeah, so hopefully there's more time for my own music besides
When
old
you
music.
say your own music, you mean like things you'll put out
Yeah.
with your name on it, not ghost producing. You want
Yeah, exactly. So with my name on it, and sometimes it's kind of hard to let a song go. You know, actually you like it, okay, it's business, and they pay you and they expect that from you, and so you let it go. So at the moment, I'm only working with people actually bringing ideas, so I don't have to write too much that is actually close to my heart, and it's hard to let go. So that's a lot easier right now. So I think it's for me a good turn to take.
But that's great. That's even just like kind of what Nessa said too, to know, you know, to feel that, you know what, I'm pretty close to this one. This one came from the heart. It's mine, so it's gonna stay mine. So that's good.
Right. So oh, 1 second.
It's gonna let a cat in too, probably.
No, he's got
yeah, so for this year, like I have a lot of like surprises. But I don't want to like say too much yet. But I think my main goal for this year is to just release a lot of music, like even more than last year, and to like really focus on my own name, because last year I did a lot of like collaborations with other people, and doing collaborations is great, but it's not going to push your name as hard and as much as, you know, as when you're making a song by yourself, with so only your name in the title. So that's like my main goal, and just to release a lot of remixes and tracks this year. And I have another single coming out again, in actually this Friday.
Oh.
So yeah, I'll send it to you.
Great.
And yeah, so I'm really excited for that. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a great year, for not only for me, but like for all of us. And yeah, so you know, I'm really looking forward.
Good. That's awesome. I can't wait to hear the new track on Friday. And
Yeah, 100%.
For me personally, one of my goals was to do at least 20 interviews this year. So thank you guys for helping me get.
Oh wow! Which interview? Like how? Whoa! Woo! Woo. All right.
What's going on?
Is this like, which interview is this? How do you say that? Like, is this like already the
what number? Like.
Yeah, what number? Yeah. Oh my God! Wow.
It's okay.
It's only February, so this is actually only my second. But
oh really? Oh okay.
Of this year, not ever.
Yeah. Right. No. 100%. 100%.
My second one.
That's great. I think you can make it.
I will make it. I'm changing my.
You will make it. You will make it.
And you
we
guys,
believe in you.
Thank you guys so much. It's been so much fun. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Is there anything else that you that maybe I missed and want to share? I know we have a single coming out Friday. Anything else you want to plug? Or we're good?
I love you guys.
I love you too, Nessa. Hey. I think that's it.
I think just, I don't know, do you guys have anything special to share?
No, not really. I mean,
No.
I really appreciate doing this interview. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate, you know, also the time from everyone, but especially from, you know, the one interviewing us. um
Thank
so
you.
yeah. But no, I think that's it personally. I don't know if Daniel still wants to like mention anything, but
No, I'm good.
Oh,
okay.
I do have one more goal this year.
So for
Oh my
anyone
God.
listening, if you haven't listened to the track Fall Again yet, do yourself a favor, check it out. These guys are amazing. With Arcando, Daniel Garrick, and Nessa Bransan, I'm Santina Murin for Mix 24/7 EDM. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.